right, I got us right here. See this?
Let's see.
All right, what's your name, brother?
My name is Joseph, but everybody call me Sufi Wan.
Sufi Wan. I just go by L, bro.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too. All right, so we just gonna chop it up real quick about a little metaphysics, I guess. You say so. How do you? This is the question I gotta ask. How do you get to God? How do you know God, or who is God?
Who is God? To me, God is Siva. He's auspicious. He's all-consuming.
Okay.
So no matter what you call him, that's God. So no one religion can own God because he's all-consuming.
Right.
So why limit God to one thing? That's taken away from him, and that's taken away from you. That's taken away from your joy to limit God in that sense.
Right.
So to know God is to know the self.
With your Siva?
Yeah, to me, he's Siva.
Siva.
So I Siva destroyed my ego, destroyed material possession, and got rid of all evil karmas in my life.
Okay.
So now he taught me how to stay constant, no up and down. This is called Stachiyananda.
Even.
Yeah,
Even
stay
keel
constant.
Yeah. So let me ask you this real quick, not to cut you off. Was you done with your point?
Oh yeah.
All right. So how do we know that God is a male energy?
There's two aspects of God. You have male and feminine.
Okay.
Not to be
and Shiva contains both?
Shiva is he's
okay,
the ultimate human being. You can tell the male
human being.
Feminine. Well, not human being.
Okay.
To me, he's inside me.
Okay.
He's a human.
Okay.
So he's the ultimate human being. You gotta have the male aspect and the divine feminine, the body.
Right.
I mean, those two come together, you become the ultimate human being. You see all aspects of life.
Right. Okay. So another question. How did you get to that conclusion?
How did I get to the conclusion? Meditation and study. Now, I've been meditating every day for 3 years, not alone. If you want to know Siva, you gotta know the divine feminine.
Right.
To know the divine feminine, you gotta have the knowledge. This is called Yah. So when we say Siva Yah, you have the knowledge of the divine feminine who knows Siva. So to get to him, you must get to the feminine.
Gotcha.
And that's how I got to get it like this.
So this, I take it that you've read this before too, right?
Meditation. These are things that are spoken to me from meditation.
Oh, okay.
So the meditation, chanting, dancing, singing, painting.
Is this something studied by others?
There's many ways to study Siva.
Siva, okay.
And there's 114 ways to know God.
Is there any reading material that you can find?
Yeah, you can read the Siva Agamas, the Bhagavad Gita,
right.
Puranas, Upanishads. There's plenty of books. The best way to learn for you all and the true divinity yourself is to meditate. Because it's the honest truth. There's no outside context coming into you. It's just what God pushes out of you. It's the inside. It's what's there throughout time.
So how did we come up with the name Shiva?
Shiva is the name you just hear. I mean, your name may come out different to you.
Oh, okay.
Just like how Muslims, they hear Allah.
Right.
Those divinity come to speak to you. I tell people, just wait. Religion will find you.
Religion.
Yeah. Just don't go seeking anything.
So you can get to God through Christianity,
Hindu, Islam, Buddhism.
Those are just all avenues and branches to get to God.
Just like Duke Ellison said, like jazz music. Now, jazz music is like a tree. You have branches that go out in different ways.
Right.
Yeah, but they're all still part of the same tree.
Okay.
Same thing about religion.
So you don't think some religions is a form of control?
Nah, it's the people that's a form of control, the ego. That's why you gotta destroy the ego to truly know God.
Right. But some of them were formed, like some religions were formed on the premise of setting guidelines. Like let's just say the biblical text. When you talk about the Exodus out of Egypt, and when you talk about perhaps, and we'll talk about in the Hebrew sense, in the Hebrew doctrine, we're talking about an image of Yah, right? Where he sometimes causes destruction amongst the land, sometimes he blesses. Do you think?
Balancing.
Well, what I'm asking is, where did this theory that was written down come from? Did it come from meditation, and then it got wrote on the doctrine?
This thing. Before there's time, people used to never write anything down.
Right.
Everybody remember everything. They used to always look up to the sky. That's how we got everything. And then they started writing things down.
Right.
So over time, some things got destroyed because some man
came
up, rose to power, destroyed libraries.
That's right.
And wrote his idea. Just like Alexander Till. Well, I call him that because he destroyed so much. Yet people call him Alexander the Great.
Right.
He destroyed a lot of history we don't have in Africa anymore.
He just destroyed shit.
Just like,
Didn't rebuild nothing, just destroyed it.
But Iran, they used to have a whole religion.
Right.
Zoroastrian, but Alexander the Great destroyed the libraries, so now they're really small now.
That's my point. There's a lot of religions that got destroyed, the history of them, or that got tainted somehow. So how do we take the references in the text, the religious text, as truth, or do we take it as allegory? Because some people take it literal,
some
like
people take it as interpretation or how they speak it.
Right.
To me, the best teacher is go within.
Right.
And then somebody will approach you and you can speak to them about it. They say you gotta cleanse your body for 6 months, and a spiritual man will walk up to you and he may just tell you something really silly and goofy.
Right.
But that's just it. That's all you really need. You don't really need to be this super high aspirant being. Just be some simple guy like you and me. Just walking. Just having a conversation like this. This is called gospel.
Right.
Devotional conversation. This is another way to focus up to God.
Right. The only problem that I think of religions is it's money based. It's based on cash, like with the tithing and things like that. And what happens is you have these elderly women, and I'm with the uplifting of the black people first because we suffered through so much. But you have the elderly women bringing their money to the church. Promised. My son's mother wrote a $100 check, put it in the basket, hoping for an increase like the preacher promised, and nothing ever came. The check bounced. She didn't even have it in the bank. So what I'm saying is, this has happened nationwide. $4.something billion has went through the black community as far as the church is concerned, which in turn was filtered back into the banking system, which is controlled by the 1%ers. Thus forth, all of our money in the community put back in the hands of the oppressor. And this agenda keeps, you know what I mean? The cycle keeps going. So that's my problem with the religious aspect of getting to God, because it's damaging to our progress. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would do this. Instead of having a community church where all the funds, you build it yourself.
Right.
You grow your own food, and you devote yourselves. Just all right there. Don't go through these outside contractors and shoving the money back in. Build up a church for your community, and then you know everybody in your
Elaborate on that a little bit, man, because I've been trying to get that concept out to the people to where everything is family based when you talk about success. That's why you have families like DuPont's, Colgate, even Rockefellers and stuff like that.
Just think back then.
It's within, right?
Yeah, back then in Africa, people used to have clans. Families worked together for long times.
That's right.
No matter how, you may have 12 or 15 of them, but they all grew up and worked together. Now we're all so separate-minded and don't want to be around one each other.
Right.
So we got to get back to ourselves.
That's right.
But unfortunately, we don't have our history no more because we all got brought over on a ship, and people from Louisiana, not many of them are left. So it's hard to get our natural history. So the best thing we can do is just pray. Stay silent, observe silence.
Right.
Somebody will speak to you.
That's right. All right, I got one more question I want to get out to the people too. Who is Jesus?
He's a great teacher. So I'm told. Somebody once told me in that 30-year time skip, Jesus was in India alone. They don't speak about the Bible. I can't speak too much because I haven't known that aspect of it.
Right.
But I understand he's a great teacher. And I believe. I see him in my dream. He was just a normal guy. I was like,
is he God? Is he God?
To me, he's an extension of God.
Like an avatar of God.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Extension.
So, this biblical narrative of Jesus being God or the Son of God, it's important to understand the Jew in this story, because the Jew proclaims itself as God's people, right? Proclaims itself as God's people. So there were special privileges and land and stuff promised to the Jews. Now, when Jesus comes along, he kind of usurps the Old Testament way of living, and he produces this new theory. This how y'all doing today, Quinn? He produces this new theory of lovingness and forgiveness and kindness, the ultimate sacrifice per se. But how could you grant? This is my question. I don't want to get too confusing. So God came down in the form of flesh to appease itself for man's sins. And this is something he already knew would happen. He knew man would rebel. So the only way that he would forgive this is he had to come down himself in the flesh and get tortured and murdered and bleed out or whatever happened in order to forgive man for their sins, just to appease himself when he knew this was going to happen anyway.
I'm going to tell you 2 stories.
Okay.
This is why we have Buddha. Buddha taught us the middle way. He taught us compassion. And I'm just going to link that up to you. And then there's this guy my guy's named Siva.
Bruh.
He has this phone call.
But isn't that just another narrative? Okay, go ahead.
He calls his phone Kala Baliwaba.
Okay.
So he goes up to each individual post. He'll tell people, if you go to the city of Kasi, you'll be free of all debts. All bad things you've done, you'll be free. You'll be forgiven. Except, too many people like this came to this town, and so his town started getting lousy. So he said, you know what? How about this? Came down. So when you come to this town, and when you die, I'm going to make you experience all the bad things you've done, your past lives, present lives, all make it a little quick and short, and you'll experience that pain for just a tiny second, and then you're free.
Right.
So like that.
Okay, I get you.
So that's another way to look at it.
Right. So let me. Okay, this is what I'm saying. According to, I'm kind of like a nature guy, not because I'm kind of like a nature guy, because anything else I just feel is a narrative given by man.
Yeah.
But instinct doesn't have to be given to you. You don't have to tell a bird to be a bird. You don't have to tell a tree to be a tree. So, damn, we bumping on that bike. So naturalistically looking at it, no other species is given a set of instructions in order to operate. You see what I'm saying? I think man has convinced itself of a manual
idea. You need to be someone else's ideas.
Exactly. And look at the narrative of God, the principles they give him. It's all man-based. He walked through the garden. He was able to speak. He made stuff out of clay. That's man's perspective. If it was a cow that was given this narrative, God would have spots. He would move. You know what I'm saying? He would have the attributes. He would have the attributes of a cow. So I think doctrinally speaking, all of that was wrote by somebody that had that concept. Now, when you're dealing with nature, like you said,
it's free, man. Out here, you get all these man-made buildings, so you're not free. You're attached to something. You got to learn to detach. Animals, they go anywhere.
Exactly.
Like this tree, I'll move to this tree. You don't like that tree, go to another tree. Fly across the country, they go everywhere. They're not stuck in one thing.
Exactly.
They're not attached to anything.
That's right.
That's what made nature is honest and true. Here you got lies, ambition, just devious acts.
Right.
And so it's hard to get to know the truth in this type of culture.
That's right.
So you gotta stand up strong and go to the mountains sometimes.
Yeah.
And meditate.
Get out this city.
And then come down and try to push that vibe out.
That's right. That's right.
That's why I like it up here in no volume. We can still be surrounded by mountains. There's no building taller than a mountain.
No.
Buildings should not be taller than a mountain.
That's true. That's true. All right, man. I'm gonna let you go. I ain't gonna hold you up too much longer. Thanks for being with me, and I appreciate it.
Stay.
All right, black man.
Stay safe.
We out.